called me a week ago and told me that Page is being charged, not arrested, charged. He's already been arrested 7 weeks ago. So, but he came on and told me that he'd been charged, blah, blah, blah. And then I wrote to the Met, etc., spoken to my solicitor. Now, I've been trying to speak with him, and he's been avoiding me. So yesterday, I got to speak to him yesterday afternoon, and I didn't like his attitude. But there's something undercurrent. So last night, when I had these insults from him yesterday afternoon, I went back to him last night, and I said, don't ever contact me again. You called me a year ago, and I hadn't spoken to you in 6 or 7 years. And you've made a lot of money out of me and the late Peter Engen. And I said, you're not straight. You lie all the time. And I said, you're in the right company with Page.
Oh, so you know this guy already?
He doesn't deny it. Kate, he doesn't deny it. It falls silent. I said, and since you've spoken to Page, he's removed 95% of his stuff, the fictional stuff, off his website and the chats, GPT.
And this is Sinclair. This is Sinclair.
Pardon?
We're talking about Sinclair.
This is Sinclair, yes.
So you knew already from last time you had something on the news?
I can't hear. Wait, I'll turn the television down. What do you say?
You said you knew Sinclair already for something already had in the news before?
Yes. Peter and I became world press 15 years ago.
Oh, yeah, I noticed.
Yes. So, and he got the caption, Millionaire-esque, right? And so the Daily Mail took that caption and came and interviewed me when I was living in St. John's Wood, because I won a case against the Metropolitan Police, and they don't like that, as you probably know. And I won the action against Westminster Monster Council. And so they came back at you through a secret court, which I didn't know anything about. And then I had to fight for that. And a lot of my money went on fighting for justice, and it went global. I became world press, renowned in the press by this Sinclair and the Daily Mail as a Mayfair property tycoon, the millionaire.
I know, I read that, yes.
Yes.
That's how did I recognize when we met.
Yeah, so I'm telling you this, Kate, now. This bastard came back on the phone to me a year ago in May 2024. Oh, fucking hell, listen to these screeching sirens from morn to night. We've got this outside your window.
I could hear that. Was that ambulance?
Police, I think. I can't see. I'm too high up.
Oh.
No, you can't see who it is. However, I think it's the police going to the court. However,
are they doing something for change? Wow.
What do you say?
Are the police doing something for change?
Yeah, you bet, Kate. So here's the thing. He comes on the phone after 6-7 years, last May 2024, and says, well, I've been contacted by a TV documentary producer, and they want me to give your details, your telephone number, but I haven't given that. I said, well, who is it? I said, why are you calling me now? So this was the reason. It was bullshit. I said, well, give him my telephone number, because I want to make this story into a documentary. So that was his opening line after 6 or 7 years of not contacting me. And he knew all about Page. He knew about it then. And Page wasn't arrested in May 2024. As you know, he's only been arrested for 7 weeks on the 28th of March, 2025. But he's in league with Page. I told him, get with Page. You're in the right company, because you never stopped lying to me. You deceived me. You've insulted me today. Go and look at yourself. You've been to prison. Look at yourself.
Who's this? Sinclair?
Yeah.
You been to prison too?
What?
Sinclair's been to prison?
Yes.
Oh, good.
So for putting these captions out in the newspapers, and they weren't accurate, or they were fraud, whatever it was. And he started this organization called Miscarriages of Justice. That's how I came involved with him when we contacted him, Peter Engen and myself, 16, 17 years ago. And we didn't know the half of it, who he really was. So here's the thing. whatever his attitude has changed completely.
So you think he's been persuaded by Paige?
Yes. There's no question in my mind, Kate, I swear to God.
So you're not very lucky, are you? It's Marino, or whatever his name is, and now he's Sinclair, and that cop, what's her name again? The cop that is not ignoring...
Johnsy.
Oh.
I don't think she's in getting the backhanders. She just doesn't like me.
I know, I could understand that, yeah.
I don't think she's in that. But Marano was manipulated. Marano was pressurized into giving information about me to Paige. And Marano has tried to discredit me. I'll never, Marano I thought was the most genuine man on the planet. I no longer think that, and haven't thought that for 3 years. I haven't seen him for 3 years. I haven't spoken to him for 3 years.
So it's him, Sinclair,
he's
God.
The rapist every fucking day up to December 2024.
Did your solicitor come back to you?
What do you say?
Did your solicitor come back to you?
Yes, she came back to me yesterday. I'm speaking to her on Monday.
Okay. So, can I just say something? I don't mean Patricia, but I was frying something on oven. I don't want to set the place on fire because the pans go on fire when I'm cooking.
Okay.
I'll talk to you later. I mean, I know. No, honestly, the house keeps on complaining, and the neighbors keep on complaining. I set the place on fire.